Hey everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be doing one of the things that I do best, which is spending money that I have not made yet. So if that sounds like you too, or even if it doesn't, have a watch and see what I picked up at the drugstore. The first thing I'm going to do is start with the hair care products that I picked up, and these are relevant to people with thinning hair and hair loss like me. I picked them and I'll show them only because I think that they work really good. A couple of them are new to me and I tried them, so I figured out how to make them work so I can vouch for them here. And then stick around toward the end. I've got like a sunscreen pick, a moisturizer pick, and some makeup stuff, so hang around for that part as well. First up, I grabbed this Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Jamaican Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner. I don't play with leave-in conditioners too often, and I decided to try this one out, and let me tell you, I could not make it work as a leave-in conditioner for me. I could not use it after the fact. My hair just cannot. I don't know if it's not dry enough. I don't know if I have the right texture. This is a favorite of curly girls. So a lot of people who follow the curly girl method really strictly love these Shea Moisture products. I thought maybe it would work for my hair. I have wavy hair. It just left it so oily and looking. It really did not work for me at all, but I figured out a way to use it, and I figured out a way that if you have sort of thinning hair or thinner hair like I do, and if you have wavy hair, the way you can make it work actually is if you use it as a pre-treatment. It works amazing like that. So what I do is I just put my hair in a little top knot style ponytail, and then I just work a good amount of this in before I take a shower and before I wash my hair and condition my hair and all that. So as a pre-treatment, it actually works amazing, and it smells okay. I'm gonna say the fragrance is nothing to write home about. It doesn't smell like a high-end product. It just smells like a lot of other of these kind of anything that's like a sort of oil product. I've noticed some of L'Oreal's products have this scent as well. It's kind of coconutty, almondy. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Not a favorite scent, but it doesn't matter anyway, because if you do it the way I do, which is by putting it in before you take your shower and all of that, you actually won't notice any scent at all by the time you're done like washing and conditioning with your other products. So I like this, and you can make it work by using it as a pre-treatment instead of a leave-in conditioner if you find that it leaves your hair just too clumpy and oily looking. If you do it that way, start with it instead and your hair will be really soft. I just used it today and my hair is so soft. This is a new product for me. It is L'Oreal Paris's EverCreme or EverCreme Sulfate-Free Moisture Care System and Apricot Oil Deep Nourish Shampoo. Triple action hydration, it says. No heavy waxes, natural botanicals, so and 100% vegan and paraben free, it says up here at the top. Okay, so thoughts on this. I've discussed here on my channel before that I really like L'Oreal products. If you can't afford like an expensive shampoo, it's not really this color. They didn't have the purple one I usually buy. They had this one, and because it's said to be hydrating, I decided to pick it up and try it, and it does live up to it. I used it today and it is hydrating. It definitely doesn't strip or leave your hair too dry or anything like that, but I'm gonna say it isn't my favorite because I think I'm stacking it up against my absolute all-time favorite shampoo, which is Kerastase, also made by L'Oreal. Kerastase is a L'Oreal brand. Kerastase's Bain Satin Nutritive, I think is the name of it. I love that shampoo, and nothing else I have ever found comes close to it yet, although I continue to try. But I definitely like this one for its affordability. It smells okay. The purple stuff smells much better. This smells like, it doesn't smell like apricots, even though it says apricot oil. It sort of has this sort of heavy, almost like a cocoa butter smell. Not that cocoa butter has a smell. I know that they're usually adding a fragrance. I just mean like that line of stuff. You know, have a sniff yourself if you see this at the drugstore, but for the affordability, it was good, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. For a drugstore buy, I would say maybe don't buy it at full price, but if you see it on sale, this might be a good one to add into your lineup, especially if you have thinning hair or hair loss. I feel that a lot of people want to use like thickening shampoos or like clarifying shampoos to get more fluff in their hair, but I feel sometimes when you have thinner hair, thinning hair, and even hair loss, what you need is more hydration in your actual strands. Maybe not at the scalp area, but the hair itself sometimes tends to be kind of dry, and it sort of plumps it up and makes it look a lot more shiny and sleek, that goes for all of us, doesn't it? Thin hair, thick hair, you just want your hair to look manageable and hydrated, and this does the trick in that regard. This product is Viviscal conditioner. Now note that I didn't buy the shampoo, I actually bought the other shampoo that I just showed you. This is a repurchase for me. If you go back, I have actually made a video where I try out the shampoo version of this and this as well, and I did a giveaway because they sent me some free stuff and they sent me a giveaway for my Canadian audience, but I went ahead and spent my own money and I repurchased this Viviscal Densifying conditioner. It says gorgeous growth at the top, weightless conditioning for thicker, fuller looking hair with Anatol complex in it, blended with biotin, keratin, and zinc to promote healthy looking hair. I'm gonna be completely honest. What I love the best about this product is that it smells so good. It smells like a really high-end product. And I will say, at least where I am, this is more expensive than your average sort of drugstore shampoo, definitely. About twice as expensive, maybe more. But it's really nice stuff. It really is weightless. And if you have thin hair, thinning hair, hair loss, and you just don't have the volume that you need, this is an amazing conditioner to make sure that your hair is not weighed down at all. As you can see, I used it today, so my hair is looking kind of nice and fluffy and light. I really like this conditioner. So this is actually, I spent my own money on this. This is a repurchase. I give it 2 thumbs up. If your hair is very, very dry though, you might need a heavier conditioner. So this is only for people that are kind of medium dryness kind of level, if you know what I'm saying. I love it, Viviscal. Here's a product that I always buy when I run out, and it is L'Oreal's Elnett Satin Unfragranced Hairspray. You see me use this before if you followed my channel, and this is a chance for me to say if you would please like and subscribe. That would be so helpful to me. It helps me to support the channel, and also lets me know that you like these kind of videos so that I can make more of them. This is like the best hairspray of all time. I have never found one that I like better. A hairstylist introduced this to me when I was getting a headshot portrait sort of situation done years ago, and I've never looked back. I've tried others. This one is just, it has no fragrance. It's not too sticky once it goes on. It lasts and lasts. Here's a tip though, if you have thin hair or even if you have thick hair, it doesn't really matter, but a lot of people just spray, like when they're spraying, they just go from on top here and you just get these like wet spots or just this part is held. I would really encourage you to go from underneath when you're trying to spray, especially if you have like hair that doesn't really want to hold a style. Always spray from underneath. I'm not saying you can't spray from the top too, but if you go from under here, I do that for a couple of reasons. I find that it just helps to hold it. Obviously, that's the number one reason. And the number 2 reason is we tend to put a lot of products, just keep piling them on right here, right here, right here, right here. And it does build up and you know, it gets entangled in your brushes and stuff like that. So when you can put your products on from underneath, I know that sounds kind of strange, but start doing that with your serums and any other kind of pre-blow dry treatments as well. Always start in the back if you can and start going this way and kind of upside down. So try and do your hair care a bit upside down. And I think that you'll find that it actually gives you more volume and it makes your hair nice and manageable, and also just cuts down on the dullness and the residue you'll get just on this top layer of hair. So give that a try, and also give this one a try. It's the reason it looks so old-fashioned, look at that, it's like straight out of the 50s, is that it has literally been around since the beehive days, right? Since women used to wear a lot of hairspray, and I don't really think they've ever made a better formula. I know that we always think newer is better, but I think that this is a classic. And you can't go wrong with this if you're looking for a hairspray. Oh, also it's available at the drugstore and it's pretty affordable. So there's that. So I needed some hair elastics, and so I don't have a lot of hair. It looks pretty voluminous now, but if you put it in a little ponytail, you would see it's really, and it's also wavy. But if I did have it all straightened and in a ponytail, you would see the diameter would not exceed this tiny little elastic. It is pretty thin. I can actually wrap this twice around my hair when I've got it in a ponytail situation. So I just use these. I think these are for braids. They are kind of plasticky, and yeah, you can reuse them. I strongly suggest that you do, or not. Some people just, if you're nervous about, like say you made a ponytail and you don't want to yank that out, you can just break it to let your hair back out basically without damaging your hair. So it comes in handy when you're doing kind of elaborate braids or braids over braids and that sort of thing. They're really good. I really like them. I can do a top knot with them. I can do little braids if I need to. Like, I can't use the thicker covered elastics anymore. I just don't have the hair and it's just too slippery, but these stick really, really good. So they're a great one if you don't have a thick ponytail, and even if you do, you're needing to section your ponytail in a lot of spots, these come really in handy. So I picked up some of these from the drugstore, and I strongly suggest that if you have thin hair like me, you try them too. Next up, dun, 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 this product, which I have discussed here on my channel before. I showed you in a recent video that you can use this actually in place of some sort of serum, or if you don't have like a leave-in conditioner type product. It is Vaseline's Clinical Care Extremely Dry Skin Rescue. So I actually use this mostly on my son. He has a lot of dry skin, so we get him to use this winter and summer. It just has a really nice formulation. It doesn't smell, so it's fragrance free, which I always appreciate because I'm not a big fragrance person for like skincare, although I do love a nice fragrance in my hair care. We've discussed that many a time here before. Really great product, and you can use a little bit of this. I know it sounds crazy, but you can just use a little bit, like say you don't have anything on hand, or even you just need a little something something. You're out and about, you've run out, whatever the case may be. You can just grab this and press it into your hair. It does actually quite a nice job. Just don't overdo it. You want to be really light with it, you know. Don't use a quarter of a cup and expect it to look good. You're gonna look insane. So don't do that. But just a tiny bit really actually does help to moisturize the hair as well. So think of the hair like rope. I've heard other people say this before, you know, you do need to condition it after the fact. And it really helps if you have sort of dry looking ends. This is a really great product. This was something that I ran out of in the tube size, so I just decided to go up to this larger size that's easy to pump out. I would suggest if you're at the drugstore, definitely give this one a try. If you're just looking for an unscented moisturizer for the body, try this. It is peak summer where I am, and the sun is really strong, and so that means I always have lots and lots of sunscreen, and I can definitely recommend, this is a repurchase for me. I always buy this brand, which is Ombrelle. This is a SPF 50 plus 100% mineral hypoallergenic formulation. So this means that it is a physical instead of a chemical sunscreen. This is great for the face. I use this on my son's face all the time. And one thing I've discovered that might help you guys out, I don't know, but I'm gonna share it here, is that I put it on his face now with a foundation brush, which he's not the happiest about, but he lets me do it. And what that allows me to do is really get it sort of into like little areas that I normally can't. You know, I've noticed he even has like freckles around his eyelids and stuff like that. So I use this and I spread it up around there for him as well. With the brush, he accepts it a little more. So that might be a tip for your little ones, or even for yourself. You can use a brush. I do. I don't use this on my face. I actually have a different mineral sunscreen that's tinted that I use that's not from the drugstore. Maybe one day I'll do a review about that. Again, unfragranced. Goes on pretty nice. It's pretty liquidy and pretty thin. It spreads pretty easily. I love it. Ombrelle for me is an old, I took this one out of the box, but this is what the box, so it's shelved in a box like this, and so this is just a physical, I'm holding the French side, let's move to the English side. This is just a physical one. It's a 60 SPF, hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, colorant-free, quick absorption. Yeah, my whole family uses this. You know, my husband uses a lot of sunscreen. He is a melanoma cancer survivor, and you know, that's serious business. We don't want to get a sunburn here, and I do everything in my power to make sure that we don't. So I always have this stuff with me. This is a nice small bottle, kind of just fits nicely in your hand, which means it fits nicely in your purse, and it's easy to tote around, and it just, again, fragrance free, works really well, absorbs really well. I love this brand. I love Ombrelle. They make the best sunscreens. I pretty much don't bother with anything else. I just wait till it's on sale and I buy this brand, and sometimes I stock up. If you're gonna be stocking up, of course, just double check the expiry date on the box itself. Sometimes on the product itself, there's usually an expiry date, and just make sure you're gonna be using it before then. All right, last product, which is this Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder, lightweight mattifying, lasting up to 9 hours. Here we are. This formula is the creamy beige, which is a little darker than my complexion. And I got it because I had the transparent one, or the translucent, I should say, and it was just coming off a little light on me. It was giving me sort of a whitish cast, which kind of was not vibing with. I wanted to have something that was actually gonna be a little more tan looking, because it's the summer now, so I don't wanna look quite so pale as everybody does. I'll show you how this works. It is a scented product. It has a bit of a old lady smell, if I'm gonna be completely honest, but it's not a bad or overpowering smell at all. And I just dust this on just to set things a little bit. Yeah, you know, just to get into those shiny areas. And it's really nice. It's a really good match for my summer foundation, because I wear a slightly darker foundation color usually in the summer, or I put more, I don't use bronzer, but I like put a bit more contouring on to make my to shade myself a little bit to look a little more tan, but I always wear sunscreen underneath. So yeah, so there's that. I like this product a lot. Yeah, Stay Matte Powder by Rimmel. So everyone, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this drugstore haul. If you want more of these, again, be sure to drop me a comment. Let me know what you might like to see. I was thinking maybe of doing a clothing haul. I know you guys have like never seen me like from below here. It's always like from here and up. So if you're interested maybe in a Zara clothing haul or something like that, let me know below in the comments. But I thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope it was fun, and stay tuned for more. Hang around, like, subscribe, watch some of my other content. We'll see you soon.